Hey guys! So I haven't done a tag video in a really long time, so I thought I'd sit down and do a tag video today. So there was this tag going around, it was like if all of my makeup got stolen tag, and I thought that that was really fun. So I was like, okay, and this is just kind of a tag where if all of your makeup like disappeared, I didn't include brushes in this, I just included makeup. What items would you go out and like, you know, buy and stuff? So I am going to talk about that right now. So I'm going to start out with like the eye products that I would go out and repurchase. I tried to kind of create like a whole look, like something from like every category. So for eye primers, like I usually use my MAC priming base and then a paint pot. But I mean, if you have to, you can just use a paint pot and it's just fine. So I love my paint pots. The two that I chose is Painterly, which is just a very, very natural skin tone like matte shade that will go with everything. And then I chose Rubenesque, which is a very kind of duochromy, pinky, kind of like a rose goldy kind of color. So those are the two paint pots that I would definitely like just go out and buy first before anything else. For my eyeshadows, I decided to do like a small eyeshadow palette that had a little bit of everything. I chose the Naked Basics because this one I feel like has a little bit of everything. So you have, you know, you have your darker kind of black, brown, light brown, and then you have your like pink and yellow, and then these four are like all matte. 1, 2, 3, oh, these 5. I can count. These 5 are all mattes. And then you have this like white kind of little bit of shimmer kind of color that you could use for your inner corner. So you have like a complete look with this palette, and I just figured instead of buying a whole bunch of different eyeshadows, this palette would just be perfect because it just has everything and it could get you by until you could get like some more colors and variations and stuff like that. So I think the Naked Basics is just a really, really good palette. It's very compact, it's very small, it's just really good. It has like everything you need. So that is what I chose for my eyeshadows. For my eyeliner, I just chose my MAC Costa Riche Eye Kohl. I love this one. I used it for my waterline today, but you can also use it to like line your eyes, which I do all the time. It's just a really, really nice universal color. You know, it's not like super like dark brown, but it's not super light brown. It's just kind of like that perfect medium kind of red toned brown. And I just love it, and it's matte. It doesn't have any shimmer or sparkle or anything like that in it. It's just the perfect eye pencil. So I figured if I could like needed to get an eye pencil and I could only choose one, this is the one I would get very first out of anything else because it can go in your waterline, it can be used to line your eyes, it can be used to like be smudged out, like under your lash line. Like I use this pencil so much and I love it. So that is definitely one I would choose. So for my mascara, I chose my Tarte Light Camera Lashes. I just barely got this one not too long ago in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and it was only $10, so I was so excited about that. This is one of my all-time favorites. I just love this mascara. I don't have it on today, I have a different one on, but I just love it. And honestly, like I love so many different ones, but this is my tried and true. I think that this is my favorite out of any mascara I've used. It's just so good. So the Tarte Light Camera Lashes is one I would just go out and repurchase because it's just so, so good. So this is definitely a favorite for sure. And then for my eyebrows, I decided, you know, my very favorite eyebrow product, I have a lot that I love, but my very favorite one is actually the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit in Light. I just love this thing. It's $3. And so I figure, you know, I would just get that because it would get me by until I could get a few other eyebrow products that I like. But I just love it. You know, it comes with like a light brown kind of eyeshadowy color. It's just powder. And then it comes with like a little bit of a darker brown kind of wax. And I just love this. It's so underrated, and it's just one of the best eyebrow products I think out there. I have it on today. I wear it all the time. It's just so good. So the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit in Light, it's $3. I mean, if you don't have it, then what are you doing with your life? Go and get it. It's so good. So that's what I would choose for that. Geez, I've had to stop this a few times because my nose is just so dang itchy today. So we are now on to kind of primer, foundation, concealer type area. So for my primer, I would choose the Maybelline the Maybelline Master Prime in the Blur and Smooth. This is at the drugstore, and this is honestly one of my favorite primers I've ever tried. I love it. I'm really picky with primer. I don't really like the silicone primers. They just drive me crazy, like the Smashbox, like the original kind of Smashbox primers. I really like the Pore one, but the original ones are just so silicone-y. I just don't like that. I love this. It comes out as like a white kind of lotion-y primer, and it's just so good. And at the drugstore, I think it's like $6 or $7. So this is one, I mean, I love primers. I have a few, but this is like one of my very favorites. Ooh, one of my very favorites, and it's so affordable. So this is the one I would just run out and get because it's so affordable and it's really good. So I have to have like a pore filler because my nose, I have such large pores on my nose. Like around my face and stuff, I don't hardly have any, but my nose is like such large pores and it drives me crazy. I love the MAC Prep and Prime Line Filler Base. I just love this product. It is so good. You know, it's one of my very favorites of life, and it's just, it fills pores so beautifully. And I do have a review of this. I'm not sure if I've posted it already, but I will link that review down below when it is posted. This is just such a good product. So this is definitely one I cannot live without. I would die without this thing. So for my concealers, I just chose two. I chose like a drugstore and then like a higher end that I love. Honestly, for drugstore concealers, my very favorite drugstore concealers of life are the Instant Age Rewind. I just love the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the pink one. I have the pink one, the yellow one, and the regular one, and I love them all. So this pink one is definitely one I'd repurchase. I love this for like brightening up like under your eyes. It's just so good. So this is one I would definitely like just run out and get right away. And another one is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the color Light 2 Vanilla. This thing is just amazing. I don't like this one for under my eyes as much, but I love it for blemishes. It covers so good. It's just a great concealer. So this is one of my loves for sure. And then for my foundation, I decided to go with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Light because this makeup is so good. You know, it's a very like light consistency. It's not super thick, not super cakey, but it stays all day and it's just great. So my Estee Lauder Double Wear Light is the foundation that I would go out and choose. I have a whole bunch of different ones that I absolutely love for like different reasons, but this one is just very universally nice because it's a lightweight formula, but it's all day, like it wears all day, it's long lasting. And if I was to get one foundation, this is probably the one I'd get first, just so I could have that long lasting power when I need it. So I love this one. Okay, now we're on to like face powders, under eye powder, bronzer, lipstick, you know, just like the rest of this stuff. So for setting my under eyes, I would go with my NYX HD finishing powder in the banana shade. This is one of their newer products and I'm like obsessed. It's a loose powder formula, like pressed down, and so it's very, very silky smooth. It's not powder, it's just like, it's such a silky smooth powder and it goes under your eyes just beautifully. And the packaging is awesome for traveling because you don't have to deal with like loose powder everywhere. So this is like, oh my gosh, it's my newfound favorite and I just love this stuff. So that's what I would choose for underneath my eyes. And it's NYX, so that's always nice because it's drugstore. For my face setting powder, my very favorite face setting powder of life is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I just love it. This is the color medium, which I think is just the tiniest bit too dark for me, and so I would actually get the light plus, and I actually just ordered that one just so I could have both. But yeah, this is my favorite powder of life. I just ordered the light plus one, and that's the one I would actually prefer over the medium. But I mean, the formula of this is just one I cannot live without. Like, I always have to have one of these. They're just so, so good. If you haven't tried them, oh my gosh, they're awesome. My favorite MAC powder I've ever tried. So for bronzer, I chose my MAC blush in the shade Baby Don't Go. It's just like a beautiful color. It's like not too warm and it's not too cool. And for fair skin, it's just perfect. If you haven't tried this, like, you need to. It's so beautiful and I love it so much. And this is probably my favorite bronzer. Like, I have so many bronzers because I am just a bronzer junkie. I love them. But this one's my very favorite because it just goes with everything. I always travel with this one because it's so small and compact. It's just, oh, it's such a good one. I've gone through like 3 of these. So I love this one so much. For a blush, this probably won't be a surprise because I love it so much. This is my Tarte blush in Exposed, and I am project panning this, so look at that, woo woo. but I just love it. I will never ever be without this blush in my life. Like, this blush is just seriously amazing. I have it on today. I have it on a lot because if you don't know what to do, wear this, and it goes with every single look out there. So this is one I would definitely get, like, first. Out of any other blush, this is the one I would get. For a highlighter, I chose my NYX Mosaic Powder highlighter in 01. And I mean, it's just so pretty. It's just, you know, I have it on today. It's universally flattering. It's not too shimmery. It's not too sparkly. It's not too much. It's just a very subtle, very lovely highlighter. And it's from the drugstore. It's very inexpensive. I think it's like $6 or $7. It's just so good. So this is the highlighter I would run out and grab. And then my last thing is lipstick. I decided not to do a lip liner because you don't have to have a lip liner. And so for lipstick, I just went with, let's see, this is the Revlon lipstick in Sassy Mauve, and it's what I have on today, over top Rimmel Addiction lip liner, and I just love it. It's just like the perfect pink. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna swatch it because it's just beautiful. I mean, you know, it goes with like everything. It's like that rosy kind of mauve-y kind of color, and I just love it. So, and it's drugstore, and I think it's like $7. So this is one of my like very favorites of all time. I love this. I have so many lipsticks that I love, so many high-end lipsticks that I love, but this is probably just the one that's just universally flattering. It's very inexpensive, and if I had to choose one, this would be one that would go with a lot. So this is the one I chose. And that's it. And I hope you guys liked this video. You'll have to let me know, and please do it. And if you do, then let me know because I'd like to see. These are kind of fun little videos, and I had a lot of fun coming up with this stuff. So, and do you like my Ninja Turtle shirt? I was pretty excited about that. My husband got it for me at Walmart one day. He like saw it and he brought it home and he's like, I thought of you. I was like, yeah, because I like these nerdy like type of t-shirts. I think that they're kind of fun. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!